Today we will be testing the volatility ratio adaptive RSX. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the volatility ratio adaptive RSX. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 705 indicators, with 283 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the volatility ratio adaptive RSX. And so we'll just call it the RSX, and it's kind of similar to the RSI, but the creator said basically it is a tad bit more responsive and not quite so jittery in its movement. You can see it here on the bottom of the screen. I did go in and just make a few changes to this, and so the plot, you can see the plot here, you can see the colors that the plot has there. So color 1 and color 3 are basically a light green and a pinkish or light red type color, and makes it really hard to see when that color switch takes place here on the actual line itself. And so one thing I did do is I went in and I turned on the bar coloration, so that way it did color the bars. Now I know that some of the fans out there, some of the viewers aren't a fan of the bar coloration, but sometimes with indicators like this, it's just a tad bit easier to use bar coloration. And on the bars, I actually changed this light green and light red pinkish color to blue and to purple. And so the light green and the pinkish light red basically mean that the RSX is kind of losing momentum. And so really what we're looking for is the bright green and the bright red colors. Well, it's not really bright red, more of a darkish color red, almost a mahogany type color, or a maroon, I guess I should say. And so I went ahead and clipped onto the bright red color there. And so as I said, what we're looking for is when we get that red color, the red bar, we are going to go short. When we get a green bar, we are going to go long. And so that's the setup we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see that we get that switch to that green bar right there from blue to green. We get a little bit of a pullback in the candles there and then a nice push to the upside there. That does come up and get us to our take profit. So go ahead and continue on. Right, so right here we pick up a short signal on our next one. You can see that we get that switch from green to the blue bars there as it loses momentum on that green side. Again, those would have been the real light green colored bars right there, but we changed them to blue, and you can see that it switches to the red right here, and we get a really nice push to the downside there. That does come down and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we'll knock out a couple of quick ones here. So the third signal that we picked up was a short signal right here. Again, we get that switch from the purple. Now again, these purples would have been that dark maroon type color, that dark red color, and we switched them to purple again, just so that way they stand out a little bit better. And that's basically a sign that the red downtrend is kind of losing its momentum. And so we pick up those purple bars, it switches from the red to the purple, and then the purple switch back to the red right here. Unfortunately, right as that candle closes, we immediately start getting a push back to the upside, a correction in the market. But it isn't just a pullback. You can see that it just continues to kind of take off there. Retest this area here, pullback, and then bang, shoots up to the upper side, to the top side there. That one does get us stopped out on that short there, but then we picked up this long right here as it does make that break. We hit this area, a little bit of a pullback. We pick up the green candle right there, and we get a nice push to the upside. And that one does come up and get us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things will get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. So good number of trades within the 1 year's time, so that did really well, that aspect. Let's go ahead and count them out, see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So we have 24 trades altogether, and we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. 14 winning trades. And so unfortunately, that barely misses that 60% criteria that we were looking for. And so when we tested the standard RSI, it actually met the 60% criteria. I forget exactly what the number was, but it did get us to the 60%. And this one got really close. To shame, there were just some moments where just kept getting faked out. And so you can see these kind of clusters of multiple losing trades, multiple losing trades, multiple losing trades. And so it would take like a couple losing trades before it finally hit the right direction, a couple losing trades before it hit the right direction, a couple losing trades before it hit the right direction, and just kind of so on. If we could have knocked out even one of these double trades there, then we would have met the 60% criteria that we were looking for. And so it's a shame when we see these clusters of losing trades with a decent indicator. If we could just kind of filter out a few of those. But again, we need it to meet that 60% criteria. So we are using kind of the best indicators and stacking those on top of each other instead of using just kind of okay indicators and then trying to build off of that. And so I've said it many times before. If you've watched the videos or are a fan of the channel, you've probably heard it multiple times. And so, all right, that's it for this one. It is going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.